Nina Mani, Puliana Mayuna Pindi Mayuna Kuma, Mertin Younger Ghana Na Wangani Mani Nabudni, Tapadlu Perichi Gani Tunga Yuwandi, Mani Nadlu Tapadlu, Padlu Minga Mani Nindi Buki Yunanko, Natu Padu Ghana Puliana Mayuna Pindi Mayuna Kuma, Padiadu Wadu. On behalf of the Ghana elders and the Ghana people, I'd like to welcome you here to Ghana land, and it is important that we recognise this. Let us not dwell on the past, but let's not forget the past. Let us, as Indigenous and non-Indigenous people, work together in harmony. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Kavetta. I'm a Gunditjmara Watchabolic woman from Western Victoria. I've lived here for 38 years in Adelaide and have strong ties to the Narungga people from Yorke Peninsula. I am currently the Aboriginal Community Connector, which basically is an Aboriginal cultural consultant, and I work across the whole program. My role as an Aboriginal Community Connector is important to be the face for Aboriginal families. We know that in the past in other programs that don't have Aboriginal people working within their program, the success rate is not that high, and basically if you're someone who's connected to community, then you know the families and sort of build that relationship easier. So one of the core values that I identify quite strongly with, is in particular for my role, is being open to families of all shapes, sizes and culture, which basically means that we accept families of all different walks of life. Aboriginal families don't always necessarily want to work with Aboriginal families because our community is so small and everybody knows everybody, that basically they might choose to link up with a non-Indigenous family, and that's where I come in with my expertise and that I can support you through that link up, because I know how to engage, and basically I can be that sort of person in the middle to help build that relationship. How we create a safe place for Aboriginal people is basically try to be at every sort of coaching session, involved in every interaction in family by family, right from the first phone call to the first seeking, right up to end of link up. I also, where there is Aboriginal families or Aboriginal sort of seeking families connected to a non-Aboriginal person, I try to go to every coaching session so that I'm there to be available to give guidance to those working alongside Aboriginal people. As a sharing family, you'll get to have lots of lived cultural experiences, and that could be in a range of different ways. We'll go on cultural excursions, we'll attend cultural events such as NAIDOC, Reconciliation, the Walk of Remembrance, Sorry Day and so forth. That's just to name a few. We also do from time to time cultural awareness training or cultural competency training, and that's where you'll get to meet Aboriginal people or Aboriginal elders from the community that will actually, talk about timelines and the barriers in the past and the present and the future, basically, and how we move forward as and share our history together. One of the things with Aboriginal families is building trust, and that takes time. So as a sharing family, a non-Indigenous sharing family, if you are linked with an Aboriginal family, the normal 1 to 4 week relationship building stage within the program might be a lot harder, and that's where I come in to support you to basically understand that it might not be that they don't like you or they don't want to work with you, just that they're trying to break down the barriers and the walls to trust you. And basically from past policies and prejudices and stuff like that Aboriginal people really find it hard to trust. And as much as we might say to them that this is a different program and it's not government and we're not child protection and so forth, that they might not understand that until they really build that trust up with you. So my big dream for Family by Family is to see all states and territories have this program. And what I'd love to see is that, if we here in South Australia are getting it right, what would it look like in all of Australia for Indigenous people? Years and years and years ago, one person wouldn't raise a child, it'd be the whole community. And that's what we're doing here in Family by Family. Like, we're basically, I sit in coaching with non-Aboriginal and Aboriginal people, and you see them like, the mum might be sitting down and another child's, playing up, and then someone will just naturally get up. And and it's not even their child, it's just someone that they've met through this program, and it's basically building a strong network. And I think that's a holistic, it's not just in Aboriginal families. I can see that happening in our program with non-Aboriginal people. They'll pick up a crying baby and walk it out, and just while the mum's doing her coaching notes, and it's just, that to me is like beautiful, because that's what we do as Aboriginal people. So I'm a strong believer that no family is perfect, but everybody has something to offer.